Good morning. Hi. How's everyone feeling this morning? We gave you an extra 30 minutes. Man, you guys are wild. It sounded like a great night last night. Good morning, everyone. I'm Betty Tran-Rennon, President of FEVO, and welcome to FEVO Fest 2026. Just so you know, I hate public speaking, and so does the rest of the team, so just so you know. I joined in 2019 as CMO, and some of you may have noticed this year's FEVO Fest looks a little different. No mermaids, no magicians, no fireworks, no McLaren sitting outside, definitely no tequila shots walking in the door, just some really good content, really good people, and hopefully a few memories you'll leave here with. And honestly, I think that's exactly what FEVO needed this year. We wanted to get back to why this company exists. This week is about our purpose, where the industry is going, our product roadmap, AI, sports, music, creators, and hopefully a few conversations that change the way you think about your business. So the format changed, but the spirit of FEVO remains intact. Sorry, Alon, I hit the button too early for you. So before we get started, I need to thank a few people. First, all of you, our clients, our partners. Thank you for spending a few days with us in Vegas. Time is the most valuable asset, and the fact that you're here means more to us than you probably realize. To our longtime partners, you believed in us through the good, the bad, and yes, the ugly. You've challenged us, you've pushed us, you've helped build this company. I hope you know we've always got your back because you've always had ours. And to everyone joining FEVO Fest for the first time, welcome, or good day to our newest Australian partners. Woo! I hope this is the beginning of a long-lasting relationship. And finally, I'd like everyone from FEVO to stand up. Where's all my FEVO people who made it in here? Okay. Seriously. This company is what it is because of these people right here standing up. They care deeply, they work incredibly hard, and the thing I appreciate most, when something goes wrong, they care just as much. And I'll put money on the fact that this team here works harder for you than any other company in our space. And that's integrity, that's ownership, and that's what makes FEVO FEVO. So here's the FEVO staff, everyone, that came to travel. And to everyone who produced FEVO Fest, I know I've been a pain in the ass. Some of the last minute changes, I think maybe at like 5 in the morning. Thank you. And take a minute today and be proud of what you built. It's gonna be an incredible day. All right, we're gonna get into it. Let's start with the question. Show of hands, who remembers the last game, concert, or festival you went to? Okay, keep your hand up now. Who remembers the opponent, the openers, the score, or the set list of the music? Okay. Put or keep your hand up if you remember who you went with. Okay, so that's FEVO. Everything I'm about to show you comes back to one simple fact. People don't go to events alone. They buy experiences with people they care about. Nobody's first instinct is to sit in a stadium by themselves. The first instinct is figuring out who they're bringing. So our job is to take that instinct and make it effortless and to give everyone in this room the tools to do the same. So if that's what we believe, that experiences are becoming more social, then the way people discover them, buy them, and share them has to evolve. We see 3 massive shifts happening across the industry. So we're going to start with the first one. The first is fan discovery. 5 years ago, someone probably found your event because they visited your website. Today, they're finding it on TikTok, Instagram, creators, ChatGPT, Costco, through someone sharing a link in a group chat. Search isn't the only front door anymore. When we first built our distribution arm a few years ago, the goal was straightforward: connect fans, brands, and retailers, and let the magic happen. Since then, the magic has shown up in places we wouldn't have thought to look. Marketplaces, creator cards, links in bio, live shopping. So our goal has grown too. It's no longer just about selling a ticket. It's about getting as many eyes as possible on the events that matter. That's the role we're growing into, FEVO as a discovery engine. We're building relationships across the IP landscape and opening up in every way we can to put a FEVO offer in front of more fans in more places. Wherever the fan already is, we want the offer to be there too. So if anyone knows me, I have this very, very unhealthy relationship with Hello Kitty. So I love this slide. And thanks, Colin, for letting me put Hello Kitty into the deck. So thank you to the team that finally gave me a reason to put Hello Kitty into the keynote. But here's why this matters. 10 years ago, we started in group sales. And this is what I call FEVO 1.0. From that foundation, we watched an extraordinary surge in IP collabs. And that makes sense. IP isn't just merchandise anymore. It's demand generation. Every collab introduces your brand to an audience you didn't already have. We're putting a lot of eggs in this basket, and I want to show you why. These are early results, and look at where they already are. $2.4 million in fourth-week gross transaction value across 15 partners. 60-plus teams activating Hello Kitty offers this season. 6,000 one-piece night tickets sold inside 48 hours. Thank you, Mariners. Go Mariners. That's what happens when the demand is already there and you simply meet it where it lives. Now, the last shift we're seeing. Data is stale. Everyone has access to standard event data, purchase data, checkout data. Any e-commerce and ticketing platform can give you that. But like I mentioned in the beginning, live events aren't about the purchase. It's about who's going with whom. That's exactly what FEVO gives you. New data points that show how people are actually connected and which voices carry weight inside a community. Then we identify those people and put real tools in their hands. The best part is, the FEVO social graph gets more valuable every time a fan shares their link. And we've built an ecosystem to fuel it. Check out these partners who are already optimizing for social. When the San Francisco Giants launched an ambassador program with their 44 community influencers, they saw a 72% social lift, the amount of purchases coming directly from a shared link. When the Yankees launched a Greek night offer, communities formed organically, and they drove $235K in revenue, sold through a social link. When Bonnaroo launches group camping every year, hundreds of groups form, the biggest one topping out at 136 people, because no one goes camping to the farm alone. Not only does FEVO help drive revenue, We're bringing an entire new layer of actionable data to the table, telling you who to reach next. Now step back for a second and put the 3 shifts next to each other. They're not 3 separate trends. They're the same fan behaving in a new way, discovering through people, showing up for the brands they already love, and leaving behind a signal that old ticketing data was never built to read. Meeting one of those shifts is a feature. Meeting all 3 at once is a different kind of company. And that's what we've quietly spent these past few years becoming. All right, out with the old, in with the new. That's the old platform shifting into the new platform, which I call FEVO 1.0, and now we're in FEVO 2.0. Because what started as a group sales platform 10 years ago, today we support hospitality, premium, bundles, merchandise, ambassador programs. We bring that all under one umbrella. If you're trying to sell it, FEVO can power it, or we're going to try our absolute hardest to build it. But we're not stopping there. In the past, our job was pretty simple: help you sell a ticket. Today, we want to be a much bigger partner in how you engage your fans. We're doing that in 3 ways. First, operations. Better reporting, stronger performance standards, and a platform that's easier to use. So your teams spend less time in software and more time focused on your fans. Second is reach. Through FEVO marketing and distribution, marketplaces, creator networks, and expanded marketing services, we're helping you find fans beyond the traditional places you've always looked. And third, expansion. New use cases, new products, new ways to engage, fan incentives, gifting, drop shipping, and more on the way. This is no longer about the transaction, but it's about the full fan relationship, helping you operate better, reach farther, and create more ways for fans to buy, share, participate, and stay connected. That's the FEVO we're building. Oh, Gibson. Now, a big part of our next chapter is our push into AI. I'd like you to meet Gibson. Gibson is our latest innovation, a FEVO AI agent. It's here to help you create offers faster, eliminate repetitive work, and give you something we can never create more of: time. Our hope is that Gibson gives you back hours in your day so you can spend less time clicking buttons and more time creating experiences for your fans. But before Matt and Jeff show you what Gibson can do, I want to tell you why we named it Gibson. When it came time to name our AI agent, I opened it up to the entire company. We had a lot of great ideas, but if I'm being honest, none of them felt right. Around that time, there were a couple people, Dylan, Jamie. I think Dylan went to Lillian, and Lillian came to me, and they all said, what if we name the agent Gibson? And in that moment, that very second, I knew it was the perfect name. I didn't need to hear another name. It just felt right. In 2024, we lost one of our own. Gibson was the youngest member of our team. And like many of us in this industry, we spent our days talking about tickets, offers, campaigns. Sometimes when you do this every day, it's easy to forget what we're selling. We get a little bit jaded. I'll never forget when it was either Rugo or EDM got tickets to the Brooklyn Nets game, and it was Brooklyn Nets versus the Chicago Bulls. And Gibson was a huge fan of the Bulls. And he showed up wearing the Bulls jersey. And it's something all of us know in this room you're probably not supposed to do when you ask the Brooklyn Nets for tickets to a game. You probably shouldn't wear the opposing team's jersey. but he was so excited to watch his favorite team and to go with people that he genuinely cared about. And I remember hearing the story, and it just hit me. That's why we do what we do. It wasn't about the ticket. It wasn't about the seat. They were great seats, by the way. But it was about the experience and the joy on his face. It was about sharing a memory with his friends. And in that moment, Gibson reminded all of us what this industry is really about, creating moments that people remember for the rest of their lives. Gibson also believed deeply in helping others compete, not just in business, but in life. He and his family created Time to Compete, a charity that continues his legacy by helping support young people diagnosed with cancer. I'd encourage everyone here to learn more about it during FEVO Fest because it's a beautiful way to continue the impact Gibson had on so many of us. Every time someone opens Gibson up, every time it saves someone an hour, every time it helps one of our partners do their job just a little better, that's Gibson showing up like always. And I can't think of a better legacy than helping other people have more time to do what they love. We spoke with Gibson's family, and with their blessing, we were honored to name our agent after him. Are Kendall and Deanna in here? Right here are Kendall's mom and dad. Thank you for sharing him with us. His impact on FEVO will never be forgotten. And I want to just take a quote from Time to Compete. Because when you want to go fast, you travel alone, but when you want to go far, you travel together. So this is the new FEVO. As FEVO's new president, I'm focused on who's coming with us on this journey. This is a new FEVO, but I know we didn't build it in a room by ourselves. We built it with you, and we built it for you. Everything we talked about today started as a conversation somebody in this room had with somebody on our team. Technology alone doesn't build a great company or a great product. People do. And many of the people who helped shape FEVO are sitting in this room today. We call you our FEVO champions. You are our closest partners, our power users, our loudest advocates, and often the people who tell us the truth before anyone else will. We know you give us a lot, your time, your feedback, your patience, and your willingness to test things before they are perfect. So being a champion needs to mean that you get real value back from FEVO. For me, that starts with advocacy. You are all doing incredible work, and too often, no one outside your own organization knows about it. We want to help tell those stories through case studies, spotlights, panels, and opportunities where the story on stage is yours, not ours. As our best advocates, we want to repay the favor. This next one is especially important to me because as certified users, you know this platform better than almost anyone else. Your feedback should directly shape what we build. Our partners help us improve our integration. And like the new landing page that you saw in the evolution, that came directly from feedback from all of you. Bundling exists because you guys all asked for it. Champions have a first look at the roadmap, a voice in the room and a hand in the product. And lastly, being champions also means having the brightest people in the room. The FEVO team and our network is vast. We work with so many different people in different roles in different industries. We believe it's our unique mission to bring perspectives together. Whether it's here at FEVO Fest, a major industry event, a conference room, or a dinner, that's what we believe. FEVO Roadshow. I know you guys see it on social media. It's a key piece of the FEVO Roadshow. So we're going on tour. We're coming to a city near you. We do this already, when we're positioning it like this. We want to close the distance in the way we do this, in the way it's always meant to be done, in person, face-to-face. And if you haven't experienced J&J yet, I promise you, at some point this year, maybe tonight, maybe last night, you will. All right, let's bring this baby home. I open by asking who you went to your first game with. I'll leave you on the same note, because everything we walked through this morning, the IP, the data, Gibson, FEVO champions, the roadshow, all of it serves that one mission, making it easier for more people to have someone sitting next to them. Thank you for building this with us, for staying through every version of us, and for being here now today. We have an amazing slate of panels today, but first, I'm gonna pass the baton to two people who are about to showcase what's next for FEVO. Please welcome Jeff Mathers and Matt Mastrangelo.
Let's go. Hell yeah, dude.
Here's the baton. That's the baton.
Let's go. Wait 1 second. Hold on.
Woo!
Before we do anything, let's give Betty a round of applause. That was incredible. Thank you for everything you do.
Aw, thank you.